a little, and I think this Goku is a lot more funny than the Goku in Z, and more. I actually believe that in the scenes where he's happy, I believe he's happier than in Z. In the scenes that he's angry, I believe he's much more pissed off than in the scenes in Z. Chris Sabat, his voice changed too, much more than Sean Schemmel's. I think his Piccolo fits in better than original Piccolo because, like, he sounds more like how he was intended to be to Gohan, like, you know, like a strict master. He really sounds like, you know, like a strict master. You know, he's got like a slight subtle change to the way he does Piccolo, but it sounds more more towards, like, you know, the strict disciplinary guy. So I enjoy that. His Vegeta sounds almost completely different. Chris Sabat's Vegeta sounds a little bit more like Frieza in the sense that, you know, he sounds like, you know, like the high class guy. But he sounds more, at the same time, he sounds more bitter and more in love with fighting. You know, very, very much the same way Goku is. And so, yeah, so I think everything about Kai is just better. But I will not say this is a replacement for the original Dragon Ball Z. Okay, I know if there's Z fans watching this, like, you know, the original Z fans that think that Kai sucks. I do not think Kai is a replacement for Z. I think Kai is something that I think more people would enjoy than Z, but those that did grow up with Z or just prefer Z better, I think they should just get Z. But for those who like Kai, get Kai. I think Z, while it has a lot more filler and everything, it's slower. I still can see how someone would like Z better than Kai. And so I think if you like Z better than Kai, that's fine. I just personally like Kai more than Z. And I think it's a true shame that they're not going to be able to do Boo, because I would just love to hear what they do with Boo. And I'm worried that some people might write my opinion off as irrelevant because I'm not a true Dragon Ball fan. But ever since I first watched Kai, I've been like really sucked into the franchise. I've got the first 2 seasons of the original Dragon Ball. I've watched like a bunch of original Z episodes online. What else? You know, I want to get the video games. They look cool. So, you know, I have been exposed a lot more to the franchise since Kai. So, I think my opinion is pretty valid. You know, even for original Z fans. Because I have seen a lot of the original Z. And out of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, I think Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, is better. It's just funnier, and there's more emotion in it. GT, I find GT, like, at first it started off really interesting, like, you know, like, Goku's like a little kid again, and Chi-Chi like goes like, you did this to yourself on purpose, and Goku's like, no, I liked being old. And I thought that was just funny. And also when Goku took you know, Trunks and Goten on the spaceship, Chi-Chi tells him, is like, make sure those kids stay out of trouble, and Goku's just a little kid and he's like, don't worry about it. But once they start looking for the Black Star Dragon Balls, it just gets so boring. I didn't even make it to the Baby Saga. And I hear that's where it gets good, so I'm going to try to watch that. But anyway, back to Kai. The entire Frieza Saga, episodes 1 through 54, is just spectacular. Spectacular acting. Great animation, you know. I've been used to like, American animation where all the designs are so simple. Sometimes so simple that, I while they move very well, I don't find it interesting to watch. In Kai, I was quite surprised about the style. The style is beautiful and just great. It's fantastic. So yeah, so I really, really like Dragon Ball Z Kai. If there's anything that I think is any complaints I have with Kai, I think would be that around the when Goku starts to fight Frieza after a while, it gets kind of boring. But once he turns into a Super Saiyan, it becomes awesome again. But I'm a really huge fan of the Kaioken. I think the Kaioken is one of the most badass moves ever. It's like red fire all over him. He goes Kaioken. It looks really, really cool, and it's one of my favorite moves of anything of all time. It just looks so awesome, and I'm really glad they pronounced it correctly, because I don't know, it just doesn't have that same like awesome factor if he just says Kaioken. So yeah, I also like Kiensen more than Destructo Disc, but I actually do like the name Destructo Disc for some reason. Uh, I don't know what the special beam cannon. I don't like. I've seen the episode in Kai, but I don't know how to pronounce it in Japanese, so I just usually call it special beam cannon. And so yeah, so I really enjoy Kai. For those of you who have not seen Dragon Ball Z, watch Kai. It is fan-freaking-tastic, and hopefully it will suck you right into the series as well. For those of you who have seen the original Z, have been exposed to the series, it'll kind of be hit or miss, because I think most people would really like to see Kai, but a surprising amount of people hate Kai. I don't know why. And another thing, people keep judging Kai like on the censorship. Just watch the uncut DVDs. There's no blue popo in the uncut DVDs. There's no lack of blood. There's even profanity. Okay, and that led to one of my favorite Vegeta scenes of all time. Vegeta. It's been referred to as Vegeta's wrath. And we're like, Gohan stole the Dragon Ball from him, and he's like, "Filthy double crossers! You'll ruin the day. You hear me?" And then his face turns crazy, and he goes, "You're finished!" Like a huge booming voice, and then he goes, "Damn it all!" Which is just awesome. This Dragon Ball Z Kai is just oozing with awesome sauce, and yeah, I really like it. Another thing, Blu-ray. I'm not sure Blu-ray is entirely worth it, because it doesn't look that different. Like, it looks clearer and everything. Well, I don't know. It's not such a huge difference, but I still get the Blu-ray anyway, because it makes the screen bigger, so it just feels more epic. So yeah, the Blu-ray, I'd say get it if you can, but if you can't, it's not such a big deal. So yeah, so this review is pretty long, and it's pretty much me saying the same thing over and over, but Dragon Ball Z Kai is great acting, great animation, great action, everything about it is just really good. And I honestly be lying if I said this isn't one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Well, no, I'm not gonna go so far as to say. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I really, really enjoy Dragon Ball Z Kai. And I think that the whole, Goku Frieza thing is really interesting dynamic. They're pretty much polar opposites. So I enjoy seeing them interact. But whenever Goku and Vegeta can get a scene, I so badly want it, because the Goku and Vegeta dynamic is, the basis of the whole Dragon Ball Z franchise, and it makes for the my favorite fight scene of the entire show, Goku versus Vegeta. And so yeah, so I love this show. I really do. And so yeah, this review was way too long, but whatever. Dragon Ball Z Kai is awesome. But again, not a replacement for Z. So yeah, so signing out.